mais um episódio do quadro A Dona do Jogo. E hoje nós vamos conversar com Jelena Todorovic, estou tentando aqui, ó, então é um trava-língua. Ela é a primeira mulher a comandar um time de basquete masculino aqui no Brasil. Vai contar um pouquinho sobre a história dela com a gente, pra gente. Jelena, how did your start with the basketball begin? What was the turning point made you believe you could get where you are today?
In my country, basketball is like a religion. It's the number one sport, and in history, we made great results. All around me, I grew up being inspired. I come from a fairly poor country, a small country of 6 million people, and I'm very proud of us because we've created some of the greatest athletes in the world, and we are, also growing up. I have all younger brothers. I'm the oldest and the only girl, and I was just natural for me to give commands to them, and I coached them growing up while I was playing. They played, looked up to me, and they played as well. And I used to coach them, and coaching came very naturally to me from when I was very, very young. I knew I was going to coach, and actually, this is the blaze I carry when I coach most of the games, and I always wear this in my blazer. This is me when I was very young, and even back then I knew that's
so
me.
Cute.
I knew back then I wanted to be a coach. Again, being inspired all around me, and then there was a big turning point when I was 9 years old, and it was 2002, and it was the World Cup in Indianapolis when back then my country of Yugoslavia won the championship. We beat the Team USA, and we became world champions. So it was like for me, I was always inspired. Had winners all around us, even in very bad times in my country. So for me, it was always something I wanted since I was young, to be a basketball coach. And thank God that today I'm living every day in my dream.
Very good. What's your coaching philosophy, and what do you aim to inspire your players?
My number one philosophy is that the team that wins is not the best team on paper or the highest paid team. The team that wins is the team that plays best together. And a lot of my philosophy comes from the ex-Yugoslavian Serbian school of basketball, which is focusing on the details, discipline, and hard work and teamwork. So these are the factors that really come from my philosophy, and this is what I'm trying to install in my players. I have really this year, Fortaleza is a really international team, international club. We have my team is very diverse. We have players from Serbia, coaching staff, a player from Serbia. We have a player from Australia. We have two Americans and the Brazilians, and we all come together because the best thing that sport can do in the world is sport unites people. And this is a message that we send from our club, is that sport unites.
Good. So you have worked with world class players. What did you learn from them about our winning mindset?
Well, I really had the privilege to work with amazing players mm, my whole life, and also I've coached some kids that were amazing as well. And the mindset that kind of puts everyone together is just the hard work. They're willing to do something that others are not, and they want to be different from everyone else. And just the hard work and being, disciplined and focusing on details, like I said before. This is the winning mindset, and not everyone has what it takes to be at the top. Only a few do, and it's a lot of sacrifice. Something that in my life when I was playing and after when I'm coaching, you don't get to go out, you don't get to go to the parties, you miss a lot of family events because you're training to do something in a small lifespan. Like athlete is like I don't know, give or take 10 years. It's a very small window to make or break it. That's why I think being in sports is the kind of, in a way, the most difficult thing in the world, because any other profession, to be a musician or to be act or something, you have a whole lifetime to do this. And in sports, you only have a short window to make or break. And you really have to give your best. So for me, that hard work and discipline is what made those greatest players in the world.
What does it mean to you to be the first female head coach in Brazilian men's basketball history?
Wow, it's a huge honor and privilege, and I'm so thankful. Hey, Brazil was the first country to give me this opportunity, and the NBB league is a very respected league, for me, the best league in South America, that has great coaches, great players, great basketball history. Brazil has, and uh, and pretty much I'm so honored. But at the same time, I don't want to be remembered just the first. I want to make sure I came here and I left a mark and I did something valuable and I created, maybe brought in a different culture, and did something bigger. And this is my hopes. And definitely to represent women as well out there, because growing up, I didn't have many people that look like me to look up to. So, now if maybe some young coaches, especially females, can look at me and say, "Hey, it's possible," then I already done my job to show kind of the way for some other coaches, and I'm very honored and proud to have this position.
Have you ever faced resistance for being a woman? How did you deal with it?
Being in charge of a professional team in sports is hard for anyone. If you're a man or woman, I try not to think about labeling myself. I am a female coach. I think of myself as just a coach, because I put in the hours, the hard work, the knowledge, and everything to be in this position. Many people in the world think that women cannot gain authority over a male team, that they cannot handle the pressure in male sports. That is not very true, because women bring a whole different psychology and philosophy to the game, because it's not important. Gender doesn't give you authority. What gives you authority is being prepared, having knowing how to build relationships with other people, having the knowledge, and then you get authority from these things and not from your gender. So definitely everyone goes through sort of hard times in this sport, if you want to be in sports in general. But I try not to think of it as a woman thing. I just think, everyone has to get the person who's best for the job. If you're the most qualified for the job, you should get the job. And so I don't think to myself, I don't let that go into my mind. I just think of, what can I do to get myself better? And I'm very competitive, and I love the pressure every day. For me, I live for this pressure. It's such a privilege to be able to I made my hobby into a job. Many people don't have this opportunity. So every day I'm living my dreams.
Oh, very inspiring. What message would you share with you women who dream of leading in sports?
Well, first of all, it's a huge message, and something, hopefully they'll listen to me say, never let anyone tell you no.
Tell them.
Never let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. This is the number one message. If I listened to them, I wouldn't be here today.
And the last one, what do you hope to build at Fortaleza Basquete Cearense?
First of all, Fortaleza is such a beautiful place. I love living there. I love the culture. I love the people and Brazilians in general. I'm hoping to come and, blend in. I want to learn from you guys and to teach you guys about me and my culture and our way of basketball. I want to bring our passion for basketball. And the most important thing is to have great fans. I hope that every home game is going to be full of our fans there, and we're going to be cheering. I'm going to see that crazy Brazilian atmosphere that I heard about and I see at the football games. This is what I'm hoping, to bring a different type of culture. Like I said, we already have international players. We're a young team, all of us in the club. Everyone is really young, and I want to leave my mark, something that that's going to be remembered forever in Fortaleza. My time in the club. So I'm very excited to start.
Thank you. Very welcome to Brazil.
Thank you so much.
Really, your home.
Yes,
Okay.
I do feel like that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very good. É isso aí, gente. Hoje nós conversamos com uma mulher que é uma verdadeira dona do jogo. Espero que vocês tenham gostado do nosso episódio de hoje. Até mais.